this episode, we talk about avoiding temptations. What I mean by that is in business, when you have a goal, the goal is big. A couple of 100 million, big businesses, stick to that goal, or else what happens is the short-term temptations will come when your business starts doing well, and all of a sudden you got employees there, so you take less time working. Your hustle stops. The money comes in, and you use that money to spend on other things, and you just don't reach your goal. So what I'm saying there is, focus on the long game, not the short game. So for me, what I do is I actually look at every day as a page in a book, and every year would be a chapter. I don't care about the page or the chapter. I care about the whole book at the end, because that book becomes my legacy. Sure, I'm gonna struggle. Every day I'm gonna struggle. I might struggle daily. I'm gonna definitely struggle, every chapter, but the long game is what I'm looking for. And that long game is the legacy when I pass on. That's more important to me than anything else. So I'm guilty because sometimes I look at more the short term than I do at the long term. I know it's hard and it's difficult to listen to that other voice saying, hey, listen, it's not the time to spend right now. It's the time, or it's not the time to take your foot off the gas. It's time to actually work right now. And I get that temptation when summer comes, for sure. I also get that temptation when it comes to when you close a big deal, you want to celebrate. Yes, I do, but I got to realize that there's going to be better days. Why cash out with $1 million when you can cash out in 15 years with 300 million? It's not the short-term gain, it's the long-term game. And I got to teach myself that as well. So not only I'm documenting this so I can look at it for myself. And hopefully you guys get this too. It's not about today, it's not about tomorrow, it's not about next year, the other year. It's about the next 15, 20 years. That matters more to me than the day-to-day, because the day-to-day can be good, can be shitty, as long as life is great. That's how I measure my true wealth. We're just getting ready to go into a meeting here, talking to my good friend Zach, who owns a sign company, and we're going to chat about business, leadership, probably a little bit of personal development, and just have a great chat and see what's going on.
I want to be running my own show. That's probably one of the reasons I've never had a real job. I think the longest I've had a real job was like 8 to 10 months. I've never, I did the whole did the bodyguard thing for a number of years, worked in the supplement business, and it would be, small stints, because I'd rather be running my own show.
No, I'm the same way, right? Because you want to implement something, it's fast. The thing I love about vlogging is we want to implement something. It's like, okay, grab the camera, grab the mic, let's go outside, let's get it done. And come back and he's editing right away. When I have to do something to send it to somebody else to get approved, to get their answers, and I don't.
One of the things that I used to run into is not trusting their skill sets. So you're always following up. It's like after a while you get so frustrated. It's like, well, I might as well be doing it myself. But with Brett, I can fill out the details and I just kind of go, there you go, that's what needs to get done. And then the next thing you know, I'm getting things back from clients. Oh, Brett was incredible. My sign looks great. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It comes down to two things. Number one is the relationship you have with that person, right? Yeah. And I think the skill set comes secondary. Make sure they're in an environment where they can learn. Yeah. Failure is okay. It's gonna happen. We all fail. Failure's gonna happen, and how do you correct yourself and go back again?
Well, for me, I find that I physically and mentally get tired. I need because for a lot of years I was going like 7 days a week, and I was beating my head against the wall trying to make it work because I hadn't figured it out. But I've always had the patience to kind of stick with it because that's the choice I made. My other choice was go out and find a job. It's like, okay, so go and find a job.
That's not a choice.
That's not a yeah. It's like that's just no, man. That's not an option. You'll find me someday in a cubicle with a noose around my neck.
That's no option. Yeah.
That's just not an option. So I've always stuck with it. But what has happened, like I said, with having Brett come on board, I mean, it's made it so that I have so little stress. For me, it's like always been scared to ask for help. Saying like, I can trudge through this. I can put my nose to the grindstone, and I can do a 14-hour day if I have to. But you know what? You're just killing yourself for what? Ask for some help. If you ask for some help, you'd be surprised how many people put their hand up and say, "Hey, Big Z, I'll come give you a hand."
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. And here's the thing. I think a lot of entrepreneurs are, especially the ones that have been doing it for themselves for a very long time. It's hard to let go. But that, and a lot of them look at it as expense, look at it as an investment for the long run.
Yes.
Because the amount of time that becomes available for you to do other things and to really grow and strengthen the bottom number, the net.
Yes.
Unreal. Because with San Fran, I think he was suspended for 4 or 5 games, and that happened. I'm not sure if it happened twice or if he was warned and then the suspension happened and then he was cut. And he was cut back in Harbaugh days.
Yes, because he got cut because it happened again. Like the guy, he can't seem to keep himself out of trouble.
And that's the problem with a lot of rookies, right? They come in number 1, my name's everywhere, drafted 1, 2, 3, and sponsorships, money's coming in, and all of a sudden you got things like it's there. Nowhere along that line of the last 15 years I played football did anyone teach me about managing money. Half these guys are 18 to maybe 21, 22.
Yeah.
Sure, they don't have that right now, but they don't have. A lot of these guys don't even have parents that can actually teach them this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or mentorships that they can join. It's not until they have the money and lose a little bit
that somebody goes looking for help.
Yeah. Entrepreneurship, it happens a lot. Right? You're busting your ass for 10, 15, 20 years, and then all of a sudden you made it. Yeah. And your business sells, and man, here's 10, 15,000, million.
Yeah.
And what do I do now?
Yeah.
You got all the shark bankers on you, investment firms coming after you, and let's take this, let's take this, let's do this.
We talk I talk a lot about sports analogy, sports and business related, but also when you look at each individual player, pretty much each of them are their own brand manager, hence entrepreneur. We all go through the same issues of being responsible, growing your business, marketing yourself, and in both with sports and business, the feeling of loneliness, because you're always there working when others are having fun. And I've actually felt that for many years. When everyone's having fun, you're at the desk. The mindset for being an entrepreneur is much different than not. Than somebody that works a government job or just another job. So yeah, it definitely gets lonely. You can find other entrepreneurs to have conversations with and bounce ideas off each other, but they're busy too, doing their own thing. Everyone thinks there's a lot of glamour. I don't think so. It's just a lot of hard work and a lot of loneliness. I think that's one of the shittiest things.
Another good one for you was franchises.
To be honest, I don't know if this is my lifelong thing.
There you go. Okay.
And like I said, been concentrating with the sign shop on, top line sales.
Zach, you're in my business, man. You're in the personal brand business. You got a brand, Big Z. Get a camera guy, walk around and do it. That's what it is.
And I know that because that's what I want to do, right? But the sign shop is what pays the mortgage and pays the bills
Exactly.
right now.
So I get that, right?
Yeah.
But on your site, you can totally do that now. Start branding that. That's where you want to go.
Well, I've already got
he's got the shirts.
I've already got, but that's the ones we use for the sign shop, right? And but I had, like I said, for the
put a face on the brand is what you got to do, right? So if you do these videos on Snapchat or Instagram, that's fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like stories or 30-second clips, 1-minute clips.
Yeah.
Put that on there. Put it onto Facebook, but. Just start building that brand slowly, and then eventually, get somebody in there and to record you on your day to day. And then when you're out golfing or,
and I've fooled around with them, but like you said, I've got to find somebody to actually do the recording. I've got those ideas, and I've got them kind of up, and I've kind of fooled around with them a bit and did some, I've done some videos on pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
I kind of have this feeling that there's something there.
It is. There's something there.
I've just
got
got
to
to
keep
figure
doing
it
it.
out.
You just got to keep doing it. Zach, you got something, man. Just gotta, something's stopping you to get there. Something's blocking you. You just gotta find that out.
Yes.
Journal.
You know what? I haven't. Speaking of that, I haven't done that in a while.
Do it. That's what it all comes out. Same here. And then when I need to, I put it down and I write. And it's amazing. And I'll sit there sometimes for like 45 minutes and paper after paper after paper.
Yeah.
And for the first 5-10 minutes, is nothing but just like, this is stupid, this is dumb, like, why am I even bothering? And then it really comes out.
Yeah, because I haven't. You know what? I haven't done that in a while. I haven't really sat down. So
You can probably do that later on, right?
Like you just caught on something. There's something stopping.
There's something.
me.
Yeah, something.
Because I do it.
Yeah.
I just don't.
See, every time when I'm getting blocked like this, is I really have to challenge myself. I want to get away from everyone and actually think about it, and it doesn't work. Right? The answer is already there. This knows it, right?
Yes.
But it's my ego that blocks it. Right? So when I open that up, it's like, oh yeah, okay, I get this. Let's put this into action.
Yes.
We all know the answer. It's just getting over it. And then once I'm really stuck, why am I stuck? Is it what people will think? Is it, do I think I'm a failure, or do I think I'm a fraud?
Yeah.
Or I don't have, I'm gonna lose people in my life, or whatever it is. So, and the answer, it's all me. It's all me. My worst enemy is myself when I look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Right? My biggest supporter is me. That's it.
Well, no worries. I gotta get back to the shop anyway. Good seeing you, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good seeing you.
Big Z. We're gonna have his contact on the bottom here, Instagram or Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook.
If you didn't have to go back to the office, man, we could have grabbed the beer.
I'm just thinking I didn't have to work anymore.
But that meeting we had with Zach, I was talking about journaling. My mentor taught me this, and you write whatever. You just keep writing. It's verbal diarrhea. It gets all that crap out. We can't say it because our mind is filtering a lot of things. But if you write it, there's no filter. A lot of things that you're thinking, a lot of things you need to do is all there. It's just kind of write it out. If you got any questions you got to ask yourself, and you want the real true meaning and the real answer, it'll come out. And I didn't believe it until I tried it, and it actually has worked for me. And I've used that countless times in the last 5 years, especially when I have to get deep and find out what has been blocking me and what has been stopping me. And I'll continue using it. So that's what I just explained to Zach.
This week we talked about avoiding temptations. We had a great meeting with Zach. Talked about personal brand, building a business, self-development, and what we do day to day as entrepreneurs. Catch you guys next week. Bye.